Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Great.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On first down, Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one,
and this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dragons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down, Howell to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down. But you look at this defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Gibson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Hurts. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. Well, that's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he rifles one incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Touchdown! Swift from a yard out. And the Dragons go up by 2 touchdowns. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he'll look to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jordan Davis. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And Howell will throw it. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Howell. They'll let this go for the end zone. And will be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. Touchdown! Chris Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And this is going to be returned from the middle.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. Now he's free up the right sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Throwing here, Howell.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd down throw for Howell.
That's going to be caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Hey, Silver. 2nd down, here's Hurts.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown with an amazing diving catch. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
63.
On first down, Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good. 4
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dragons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dragons 35. Commanders 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's 3rd and 10. Howell down to throw it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jordan Davis
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside
the 5. Touchdown! Quez Watkins, 45 yards. And the Dragons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Commander 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Howell. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
It's Howell with another throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go play action with Howell. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Howell. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Deron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Go Silver, ready? Crowd up, get it. Crowd up.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Commanders 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the...
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And does Washington have it? They do.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Slide for the PAT.
Joey Slide lining up for the point after.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
51. Commanders 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you're not going to feel they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.